Sort of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Keys. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. The short hands, it's Keys. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's Keys. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Rutgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Now, Cincinnati.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Keys. Nice job by the kickoff. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Lining up to convert third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cincinnati. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Keys. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if he's going to run it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Bearcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield on first down. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and defense got to it.
This defensive front, they're just so active. They're twisting, they're stunting, they're confusing this offensive line, and that's allowing them to get to the QB.
Using his feet to buy time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes the catch at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 30. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Bearcats are on the move. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback keeps it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Second down. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he slipped on the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Keys. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. catch in the middle. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job.
Got it! He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drop.
Looking for the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap in the shotgun. Right on the money. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Carpenter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense in the hurry up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Now on the move. Running into the open space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Bearcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Snack in the middle. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Keys. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Second down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's caught. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He might want another play. Shotgun snap on third down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Keys. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense dropping into soft cover. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Taylor.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down. Or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here's a throw downfield late, and this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one.